so we'll just be talking, giving preliminary information about what happened. But I try to tell you as much as I possibly can, and I try to take a few questions after that. So basically what happened today was about 10:48 this morning. Our officers responded to arrest an individual who we knew were being held up in one of the apartment complexes. Once we got here and we were speaking with the resident of the apartment complex, the wanted person began shooting at our officers. Our officers then retreated from the location in order to get in a safe position. After that, one of the officers struck as a result of the shooting by the wanted person. He's okay. He was transported to a local hospital with non-threatening injuries. I think he may be released by this time. But we'll make sure we provide that additional information from our PIO's office concerning that. As we retreated, we had to make sure that we evacuated the various residents in the apartment complex in order to ensure that no one got injured. We tried to establish communication with him. He never responded to us. We even allowed family members to try to talk to him to bring him out. After there was no response to that, we sent our robot in. When our robot entered the apartment, the doors were already open. When they entered the apartment, we saw an individual who was laying on the floor, was pretty much motionless. So just as a precaution, we deployed gas. After we deployed gas, he still did not move. Therefore, our tactical team was sent in. When our tactical team went inside, we discovered that he had succumbed to a possible self-inflicted gunshot wound. And so we were able to turn the scene over to our homicide investigators at this point.
What was the warrant?
So he had several warrants. He had about 11 outstanding warrants. We'll make sure that each one, that information gets to you. But one of the warrants he had was a petition to revoke his probation. Not probation, but parole from prison. He had a reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. He had stalking, and he had a couple other cases, about 8 or 9 others that we'll make sure that we get all of them to you.
At this point, have you all identified the suspect? If not, can you do so?
Well, we're not going to give out any information as it relates to the suspect identity at this time, but we'll push that out as we get more information about it, and once the ME comes out and make a positive identification.
Can you tell us where the officer was shot and what condition he's currently in?
So apparently he was shot in the lower leg, and it was like a graze. Apparently a bullet seems like it ricocheted off the concrete that struck him, so he should be fine.
And can you elaborate more on this technology with the robot that went into the apartment?
Well, I mean, it's one of the law enforcement robots that we use anytime we're trying to make an entry. Rather than put an officer in danger, we will send the robot in. The robot has a camera system on it. The camera allows us to see what's going on the inside, and we were able to do just that and just try to make sure that everything is the person's safe and we're safe before we try to make entry to a dwelling.
And one more question. And the officer who was injured, that is not friendly fire. It was the suspect who shot the officer.
It was. We never, based on information I have now from preliminary standpoint, none of our officers fired. So it was the person shooting at us from a upstairs window.
Was anyone arrested on the scene who was in custody?
So no one has been arrested. We were there for that specific person, but no one was arrested on the scene.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you. Have a great day.